neat because it shows you, this is the anterior view, this is the posterior view. It shows you the larynx as well as the hyoid bone. Remember that bone? Yep, okay, the hyoid bone from last semester. This is the thyroid cartilage. Thyroid cartilage is sometimes called the Adam's apple. It's the one that sticks out in the front, and sometimes you can see it when people swallow. It goes down and back up. So that's the thyroid cartilage. And this little one down below is called the cricoid cartilage. It's narrower in the front and wider in the back. Thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage are what type of cartilage? Hyaline. All the tracheal rings are also hyaline cartilage. You'll notice the tracheal rings are C-shaped. They're not continuous all the way in the back, and that's so that you can have expansion of and decrease in size of the airways. This little guy here on the top is the epiglottis, or epiglottic cartilage. It folds down when we swallow food. It allows food to go down into the esophagus. The esophagus will be back here because the esophagus is attached to the airways, and the esophagus will expand when food goes down it, and it'll contract when it's empty, and it'll be flat. We need it to be able to be flexible, so this can't be complete cartilage rings. And the epiglottic cartilage, we said, is made out of elastic. These are the arachnoid cartilages. They're also hyaline. If you look at it down this way, it's supposed to represent the vocal cords moving when we breathe and when we speak. Okay with that? You can do the same thing with this model. This model is broken. Poor little arachnoid cartilages are broken, but it still has epiglottis, thyroid, cricoid cartilage, hyoid bone, and it also has the thyroid gland. And these little pink guys on the side are the parathyroid glands. You don't remove the whole thyroid because you're afraid you might take out the parathyroids, and then you'd have calcium imbalances. All right, so we've made our way all the way down through the larynx. Similar things you can see in this model, right? You got the different concha, got the nasal cavity, the oral cavity, larynx, and then as you pass, air passes down through the larynx. All these little rings are called tracheal cartilage. They come down to the end, and where they split, that little point is called the carina, C-A-R-I-N-A. And then they branch into main bronchi, one on the right, one on the left. You can also call them primary bronchi if you want. Then they go into the lobes. There are 3 lobes on the right, 2 lobes on the left. So you're going to have 3 different lobar bronchi, 2 on this side, 3 on this side, and then the lobar means they're going to a lobe. So you need 3 on the side. So lobar then break into segmental, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller until they're respiratory bronchi, and then they extend down into the alveolar sacs as alveolar ducts. The collection of them is called an alveolar sac, and each individual one is called an alveoli. Alveoli are where gas exchange occurs. So we got our arteries coming in blue, capillaries where they pick up oxygen, and then the veins coming back in red. Don't get tricked if I put a sticker on one and ask you if it's an artery or a vein. It's opposite in pulmonary circuit than it is in the systemic circuit.